this video tutorial, we're going to look at how to write the character for year. But before we actually look at the character itself, I want to introduce you to one of the important elements in the character. Now, I think you already know it. It's the character for person. It's got 2 strokes, and it looks like that. Now, this becomes the top element of our character for year, and in order to fit it into the top of the character, we have to change it somewhat. I'll just move it over here. And over here, let's have a look what happens to this character when we squish it up and make it the top portion of another character. The stroke on the left remains, but it becomes smaller. And the stroke on the right ends up being horizontal, like that. So that's what the element looks like when you squish it up and use it as part of a bigger character. So now that we know that that element means person, we can go back and look at the character for year. Okay, we're going to start our character for year by putting in that person element. So down on the left there, and that nice horizontal stroke going across like that. So that represents person, and that's on the top of the character. Now the rest of this character, well, the real pictograph that began the story of year isn't really much use to us, so we're going to make up a new story. And this story is going to be about a beautiful princess who falls asleep not for 100 years, but for 1 year, because this character means 1 year. Now we already have the beautiful princess up the top. There she is, fast asleep. What we need to do next is we need to draw the bed that she is levitating upon. And we begin by going across. There's the bed, and as you can see, the princess is not quite on the bed, but she's hovering above it. Next, we're going to pop the leg of that bed down there, and finally we're going to draw the floor of her castle, and that goes across like that. So we've got the princess sleeping up the top, we've got the bed next, then we have the leg of the bed, and we've got the ground. Then the handsome prince has to make his way through the forest, and he has to waken the sleeping princess with a kiss. And then the next thing that happens, of course, is that the two of them walk down the aisle. So that's the story of what happened in one rather eventful year of a sleeping princess and a handsome prince.